Hey guys, Dan McCool here. I'm the creator and the administrator for the Blue Revolution Group, which most of you guys are in. This is our Patreon video. This is where I tell you what we do in the group and ask you guys to help support it. Um, for those of you, most of you guys already know sort of a little bit of the history of the group, but we started as a group about a year ago just to kind of vent and lament about the Trump inauguration. So we started in January 17. And since then, we've done a lot of great work. We sort of added, in a very kind of organic way, we've added a number of members to the group. We just hit 10,000 last week, but we put a lot of work into making phone calls for the special elections in 2017 for Ralph Northam in Virginia and for Doug Jones in Alabama. We're going to be working for Connor Lamb and making phone calls and getting everyone organized to give donations to that campaign in a couple weeks, special election in Pennsylvania. So we've really become kind of like a place to organize, to win elections and to push the progressive movement forward. And in addition to that, I think a lot of you have said that it's really a place to vent, to feel a sense of camaraderie with fellow progressives. We screen every single person who comes into the group. That takes a lot of time, and it's just a great place to go and feel a sense of togetherness and also know what to do. And the sort of motto that we've been talking about the last couple of weeks is sort of educate to activate. So people posting meaningful educational information in the group, and then also opportunities about how to get involved. So that's really kind of what the group is. It continues to grow. We've got some features that we're launching this week. We've also obviously we got the Facebook group, and that we've been doing a lot more tweeting on Twitter. We've got a blog that we're starting, which some of our members are going to be writing in, including some of the moderators of the group. We've got a list of endorsed candidates. I think we've got 7 so far. They're all group members who are running for office. Some of them are running for national office. Most of them are running for local office. And our sort of philosophy behind this is that average people can get up and run for office. Some of these candidates are endorsed by Run for Something, which is an organization that supports young political candidates. So we're really trying to sort of do what the Tea Party did in 2010. We're really trying to sort of fill those local offices with progressives and really sort of turn the country blue. We've also got members who sort of write postcards to voters. Postcards to Voters is a group that we contacted, and we're going to be sort of helping them out by just doing what the name says, sending postcards to voters, reminding them to get to the polls during the midterms, which is our number one goal is to flip Congress. Um, so the group is really great. A lot of people really like it a lot. It's becoming a real full-time job for me, and just sort of a little bit about where I'm coming from in this, and why I am asking for people to help contribute to running the group. I'm an adjunct professor in political science, and I have been for going on 11 years now. I have a PhD in political science. I teach mostly American politics. This semester, I'm teaching a class called Campaigns and Elections. So this group is really sort of cool to run as I'm coming up with material for that class. But we but but anyway, so that's sort of what I do for a living. I've also done some sort of gig economy kind of stuff before. Uh, Adjuncting, for those of you who've ever done it before, you know that adjuncting does not really it's not a lucrative profession, to say the least. So I've done a lot of sort of ride sharing in the past. A couple years ago, I did that almost full time. So this is kind of like my replacing the ride sharing gig economy stuff. This is me actually trying to make a full time job out of this thing. Um, so we really appreciate you guys if you can help keep this thing afloat. Because I am in sort of the gig economy for the most part, outside of my teaching, time is really money for me, and this is really a full time job at this point. So um, you can give a number of different amounts, as you'll be able to see on the right side of the page, and that would be just really really helpful for us. So if you have direct questions that you want to ask me, I'm definitely available to talk. You can direct message me on Facebook, and I can answer any questions that you have. It's absolutely not a requirement to give to be a part of this group. You can continue doing what you're doing, making your posts, making your comments, connect with people, vent sometimes, all that good stuff that you guys like about the group. But it would really help me to sort of bring this group to the next level, and and do all these things, work on the website, work on the blog, work on the podcast, and really kind of make Blue Revolution into a real kind of electoral force in American politics. So get in touch with me if you have questions. All right. Thank you very much, guys, for listening. Please give as generously as you possibly can, and you can see what you get in return for your generosity on these sort of 5 different levels that you can choose on the right side of the Patreon page. Okay. So cheers. Thanks, guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Keep resisting. Bye.